Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is Lady V. How are you doing today? Hoping everyone is doing well. I want to thank each and everyone for the support of my channel. For those that will engage with this video and support the channel, I want to thank you in advance. Today I also want to extend a big thank you to everyone around the world that has reached out to me in the last 2 weeks with words of advice, encouragement, comfort, prayer, scriptures, quotes, songs, messages, anything you did. Calls, I want to thank you so much. I didn't know I was so known on the media. 1, 2, so respected. 3, so loved. So it really meant a lot to me, and the places and the persons, oh my God, I just didn't know. But anyway, I want to thank each and every one. Not going to name anyone because I don't want to miss anyone, and everyone was appreciated equally. In this video today, I want to talk about violence against women. All right, so let's talk. And I also have a video to play for you, so make sure you listen because you need to hear this. Now, all of us can identify with this, whether we personally endured it or we watch someone we love or know endured it. It's hard. It's very hard. Some of us would have watched our mothers, our children, our siblings, our aunts, our nieces, our cousins, our friends, our neighbors, even we ourselves would have gone through it, and we know it's never easy. To every woman around the world that have been enduring this domestic abuse, violence against women thing, I want to tell you it is not your fault. I also want to tell you you've done nothing wrong. I also want to tell you it is not right. It is not acceptable. You did not deserve what was done to you. I also want to tell you, stop waiting for the person to change. Stop hoping that they will change. You need to get up and you need to run. Sometimes you're going to stay a little too long, and then you will not be able to run. Run now, because they don't change for the better. They change for the worse, because every time you go back and every time you accept a sorry, all you do is relinquish your power to them, and they can further abuse you. All right? Sometimes you don't make it. Now you're here and you can make it. Run. All right? Listen to the clip.
I am a Jamaican national. I've been in Antigua 3 years now. I am married to an Antiguan. I am so afraid of my life right now. I am pleading for the public assistance. I really need to get away from this man and get a divorce so I can be myself. I am going through a serious domestic dispute. This man always abused me, verbally, physically, emotionally, mentally, all you can think about. He always attacked me in the night when I am sleeping. He always threatens me. I go to the police on several occasions. The police arrest him 2 times when he knocked me out. They even give me paper to go to the hospital. At one point, the police take me to the hospital. And when I go to the hospital and the police leave me to see the doctor, he was there waiting me. So I had to cancel everything. He always drives so much fear in me that if I let the police lock him up, what he will do to me. He always threatened to take the immigration on me. He always say he gonna send me home if I left him. I can't leave him as I can't live in the country. He drive those fears in me. He refused to take me to the immigration to get my status sorted out, because he always say that I only married to him because I want Antigua passport. Well, which any way possible I can get out of this man and live free in Antigua. I am pleading with the public. He always threatened me. Last night I didn't sleep home. I have to try find somewhere to put my children to sleep because I'm afraid. He threatened to chop me up. He waited me at the place I get a part-time work to do so I could feed my family. And when I come out the bus and coming in the road to come to the work, he was already there waiting on me with his cutlass to chop me up. This man, I don't know if he's crazy. But this man, I am afraid of my life. Please, please, people in Liberta, I am from Liberta. People in Liberta know. A lot of people can speak out. I try to get help, but everybody said they're frustrated because each time it happened, I always go back to him. But this point, I am desperate. I am so much in need of the help. His name is...
Alright guys, as you'd have realized, I didn't allow the name to go through. At the beginning of the video, the lady stated her name, but I omitted. The names are not what is important, is the issue at hand. This is a universal language. This is a global issue. We have hundreds of thousands of women around the world that can be identified in this voice. This voice may be the voice of one woman, but is the voice of many women around the globe. We know this all too well. We have seen it on the television. We have read it in the newspaper. We have heard it on the radio. We have seen it on social media. So many families had to bid their loved ones goodbye in awful ways, and that is if they get the remains. This is the universal language. It has nothing to do with nationality. It has nothing to do with ethnicity. It has nothing to do with religion. It's just a universal language. Men understand it. Women understand it. Boys and girls understand it. We have watched it. We have watched many persons we know and love endure this. Sometimes it's our mothers, our children, our siblings, our nieces, our aunts, our cousins, our neighbors, our friends. Sometimes it is us, we ourselves. So we all can connect and relate to this. To all women around the world, I want to tell you, violence against women is wrong. You did nothing wrong. It's not your fault. Nothing you did or said caused it. So don't take the blame. Don't take the shame. Open your mouth. Speak out. Seek assistance. Seek help before it's too late. Don't stay and wait for them to change. Yes, they will change, but not for the better, for the worst. Every time they do these things to you and you stay, you weaken your position and strengthen theirs. Every time you accept a sorry and you go back, you relinquish your power to them. You're giving them more control. Now, I know a lot of women suffer Stockholm syndrome. For those who don't know what that is, you stay with the person who abused you. You love the person who abused you. It happens all the time. All the time. And that's why some women seems helpless, hopeless, and powerless. Now you have to remember, threat and abuse induce fear. And when you're fearful, it will cripple you. So I want you to understand, a person that suffers abuse and is fearful will be very inactive, very docile, very compliant. They're weakened, they're broken, they're hurting. Sometimes they can't even process a rational thought to think. So I get it, I understand. This is too much. Not all men, but a lot of men have no respect for us women. Not all men. Because some men actually stands up and fight with and for us. Some men empathize with us. Some try to protect us. So not all men. But a lot of men don't know how to love and to respect and to cherish a woman. They know how to abuse and to control us. Whip us back in line. The woman said, verbally, physically, and emotionally. meaning in all alleys she have been abused. That language is global. That language is universal. A woman in Trinidad can identify with this. A woman in Antigua knows this. A woman in Jamaica knows this. This girl in this video that is speaking knows this. A woman in Africa knows this. In the United States, in Australia, in Switzerland, in Europe, in the United Kingdom, in St. Kitts, in Grenada, in St. Vincent, we all know this. This is a universal language. This is a global thing. Women are under attack by some men who just don't know how to respect and love us, but knows how to disrespect, abuse, and controls us. Those men are all narcissists. They're always right. Someone else is always wrong. They have to get it their way by any means necessary. They want to control you, tell you what to do, or where and when and if. And this needs to stop. In this video, I heard a very broken woman. A woman that is in so much pain. I could just imagine the internal scars that she's carrying. You think the external bruises and scars is the worst? Those heal over time, but the internal one never go. Never leave, never go away. I empathize with all women around the world that have endured this or had to watch your loved ones endured this or even succumbed to this, because some persons didn't make it. Now, lady, if you see this video like I saw yours, because it was sent to me, I want to tell you the Immigration Department of Antigua and Barbuda is a very approachable department. The persons there are very reasonable, very understanding. I think you should approach them for yourself. I think you should approach them for yourself. Because believe me, they are so understanding up there. They are so reasonable up there. And yes, they do treat people with dignity when you go there. I can vouch for them. I can speak for them. I've lived there over 20 years. I've had a lot of interactions with them for myself and for others that have assisted there. I find them to be a very respectful department. I find that department to be one of understanding. So I just want to tell you, approach them. There's also a very extremely active Jamaican consulate in Antigua and Barbuda, Dr. Campbell. She is a woman of strength. She fights for the rights of her people in this country. She stands up and she defends all Jamaican citizens here that needs the service of the consulate. Avail yourself to her. Go there, because I'm telling you, is a very active consulate, and they are doing what consulates should do for their people. So there is help. There's also legal affairs. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer because you're not financially capable, there's legal affair. That's what they're there for persons who can't afford to retain a lawyer in private practice. Please go there and speak to them. Maybe they can get a restraining order against this young man for you. There's also gender affairs. They do a fairly good job. I know sometimes when we go to the police, sometimes the police will trivialize a domestic matter. They may laugh. They may think it is funny because they don't get it. And sometimes because you've been there a couple of times, after a while they become frustrated. Like you said in the video, persons are frustrated because you keep going back. It can happen. Many times persons who don't really understand the gravity of these situations and the Stockholm syndrome will throw their hands up in the air and say, I've tried. And she keeps going back. I'm done. Whatever he do to her. We understand. It happens all the times. But let me tell you, there are a lot of relevant bodies here that could help you, that could intervene. And if you try these and all else fail, go back to your country And I don't mean this in any offensive way. But is it worth it to stay here where there's an imminent threat to your life and the life of your children, as against going back to a country where you'd be better off or, more safe from this one person? Think about it. Now, a person that is hell-bent on destroying you will do so by any measures, through any means necessary. So if you're here and you're not from here and you don't have the support network to help you and to protect you, maybe your best bet is to at least even leave for a while. But before you do that, reach out to these bodies that I've named. I know the Jamaican consulate. They defend their citizens without fear or favor. I know the immigration department, very approachable, very reasonable people work there. They understand. Some police understand. I know a lot of police who works in certain departments that can help you. If you see this video, you'll know what to do. All right? But I just want to pray that God covers and carry you and your children. Not just you, not just your children, but all women around the world that have suffered violence against women. I pray the Lord strengthen you. Don't stay with them and hope for change. Most time change never come. We don't want to hear those sad songs for you anymore. Get up and run. A depraved heart man is just that. A desperate man is just that. A man who have nothing to lose will do anything. Those are the most dangerous persons to encounter, a person who have nothing to lose. They will hurt you and hurt themselves in the process. That's how they are when they're desperate. I heard a broken woman. I heard a desperate woman. A plea and a cry for help in a woman that seems hopeless, helpless, and powerless. I pray the Lord help you. I pray the bodies that have name can come to your rescue. But you get up and be proactive. You go reach out to them. Don't stay with anyone that is abusing you. You're worth more than that. To all my sisters around the world, I want to tell you I was there. I got out and I made it. You too can do the same. Take this word with you. May the Lord keep. May the Lord cover, comfort, and carry you wherever you are. I empathize with you. It's not your fault. You have not done anything wrong. You're not the first. You won't be the last. But that doesn't mean you should be the one. Get up, get out, run. Run as fast and as far as you can. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.